Classification of stope methods by rock strength. Classification of stope methods by rock strength. So the first one is the open stoping or stopes naturally supported. So you can be asked, and I will ask you that stopes which are naturally supported are known as open stoping. True or false? You should know that it is true. Once it is open stoping, it means that they are naturally supported. They support themselves. They don't need any other support. The stoping method is considered open if caving or subsidence of the empty space left by mining is prevented, at least for the time the area is in active mining, active use, sorry, by support from unmined or waste rock. As I said, you see, from support from unmined or waste rock. So whilst you are mining a particular section of the rock, there are two other sections, or there are other sections that we are taking or drawing support from. It means that we don't need to bring in any other support systems. But then if we have other parts which is serving as support, the same rock nana baby is serving as support there, then we can say that we are practicing open stoping method. To some extent, some secondary support is used. That is what I said. Sometimes secondary support, sometimes the support kakra account, secondary support is used, mostly roof bolting and short crates. Now, when we talk about roof bolting and short crates, I don't know, and then I'm not sure if small scales they do this. Now, the roof bolting is blasting, which now a solo. You see, it can break. To prevent that, your boats be a boom. Okay, I think, let me see. I have a picture here. That is the wire mesh. That is what it's a form of support. Inside wire mesh, you install it or something. A bonus a be a loosey. And the mesh will just hold it so that it will not fall down. Yes, and the bolting I was talking about. Look at this. Once you are mining, you are firing, you see the rocks will be breaking small. So, and one support is the wire mesh. So the mesh is just there to prevent these debris or these rocks from falling.
Rocks. Yeah.
Yes, falling rocks. And then the split set. And I said, gear boats now they're born. And so ever be supporting. It's part of the support system. So that is why I like that company. They don't joke with their safety. So after putting the mesh, they also attach these split sets there to hold it very well, to hold the mesh very well, so that no rock can fall. So if there is a rock that can fall from this, it means that rock will be very small. Short creating is also there. And also, makes it concrete in our machine or more short creating machine. Then they spray the surface. The mesh and I say spray. So if it is sprayed, you not see this mesh there. You see the place very thick, very tight and thick. As a concrete, the concrete is spray down. Those who have been in Jumat before, who at the back of the old mining departments, what they've done there, that is the same thing, just short creating. When they do that, the concrete holds these pieces and then hold them in a very firm position so that it will not fall. You don't go underground without your torchlight, your light. You have your rescuer and a bomechi. I don't know whether I don't have a picture of it. Yes, you have your rescuer there. The rescuer is just there that if you encounter any bad smell or any bad air, fumes be balance the fumes now there. We rescue now and now go to me there home. Then you move to a rescue chamber or any place. You have to put on your goggle, your earplugs. Here I was just moving, we were just going, so my earplugs was not on. You have to put on your earplugs. Your nose mask should be on. Protect your hands, and then you wear your gumboot. You have to put on your reflective attire so you can see. And then the belt here is just the minus belt. Call it the minus belt. So the torchlight is here. The torchlight is here, and then the rescue also baby. Yes. One I say rescue one at all. But always it should be on you. Always. Now look at it. Let me pause it. So this is the torchlight. Torch, that it's connected to a battery. Can you see it, please? So this is, you see the wire connected to for helmet name. And this is the rescuer. In case of emergency, you just take it, you break it, and then you use it. You look at how you use the rescuer, and then you go. To some extent, the secondary support is used, mostly roof bolting. So the bolting is what I showed you, the plate and then the bolt. And then the short crate is the spray, cement near the spray horn. That is the short crate. The two most important examples of open stopes are the most widely used methods under this open stope is the room and pillar method. So the room and pillar, it was applied in a Pinto shaft. At first, Goldface was just practicing underground mining. So that their shaft was called a Pinto shaft. So a Pinto shaft, they were using the room and pillar mining, Tapa at Goldface. Now they've changed to surface mining. So the most common ones are the room and pillar mining and then the sub-level open stoping method. Currently being applied in AGA, Anglo Ashanti, or Boase. I don't know whether they are still practicing, but I'm very sure they are still practicing. But Newmont is not practicing open stoping methods again. They are now practicing sub-level shrinkage. Sub-level shrinkage. Yes. These two methods with their variation are among the mostly widely used methods all over the world. Now let's look at the artificially supported stopes. So or methods employing filling in and timbering for support. So this particular method, they require support. And the support is either you are backfilling or you are using timber. Okay, so I was talking about the artificially supported ones. It means this particular stoping method, you need a support. And the support is either you are using timber or even you are backfilling. Backfilling is that what two amana you know the waste never of failing. So let me use this opportunity to explain the sub-level shrinkage. Okay, let's continue. I'll explain it later. So the excavated part of the stope may be filled with broken ore. So either we fill the place with broken ore, waste gravel, concrete, classified mill tailings. So yeah, the some materials we it's immediate. FLA. The stopes now are creating. Typical example of artificial supported stopes are the shrinkage stopes and then the cut and fill stopes. You can just look at the name, the cut and fill. It means that after mining, you fill it so that the place will be competent for you to stand on it and then mine the next level, just like that. So you get to the last point. Classification of stope methods by rock strength. Okay, we are still under that. Shrinkage stoping uses the broken ore. Shrinkage stoping uses the broken ore to support the walls, while the cut and fill stoping filling may be with waste material from development ends. The difference between the shrinkage stoping and the cut and fill, they are almost the same. It's just that for the shrinkage stoping, well, when you are filling it, when you created the stopes and then you want to fill it, you fill it with ore. It doesn't mean that you leave it there, you will draw it. I'm coming to explain it very well. But the cut and fill, you fill it with waste. That is the difference between the two. Then we have the caved methods. In caving methods, controlled caving of the surrounding rock or in some cases of the ore itself is allowed. Sometimes you allow the ore itself to cave in and one but that one we don't normally if you're using it, you have to make sure that your mechanization is very high. And then your rocks too. Favorable rock mechanical conditions are carefully planned. You have to be very careful when you're using this particular method because it can cave in any time. So you have to look at this very well based on the whole underground mining. We have the stooping method, we have the naturally supported stoops, we have artificial supported stoop, and then we have the caving method. So on the naturally supported stoop, we have the room and pillar method, we have the sub-level stooping, we have the open stooping methods. But artificially, we have the store stooping. The store stooping is what the Galamsey guys are really using. The store stooping, you are just using timber or mining normally timber as support. And no mining company is using that in Ghana. I'm always saying in Ghana because I've not traveled outside. Square says stooping, they are all under the supported stooping. They support artificial supported methods. And then the cave method, long wall mining, sub-level, and then the rest. Now, let me explain this shrinkage. Let me get a drawing board. Please pay very much attention here. Now, let's assume there is a ramp coming down here. Some will call this an access or a crosscut. Yes. Here is the ore. The ore is very big. So there's a crosscut here. Then we create a drifts, or somehow we say a drive here. Into what you can move do access next one. No, we remove no, we see drift in this one. Or let's say a drive. Now from here, we attack the ore. And then we said it is mined in stopes. This is how we create the stope. So you stand here, then you mine. I don't know. So it's like this. UBC. All right. It's like this. The stope is like this. It's not a finding that I know. I say finding it, which is, let's say, the drive. So you see what then you enter. So this becomes the roof. These are the walls. You see, and it's a cotton tent. In the corner, them the drifts. You are drifting inside the ore body. Corner them are not continue. You do you know near Baha. You have to create another stoop near the so please, are you picturing? Just picture what I'm teaching. I'm just sure that you get it. I hope you are getting it. Into Saura drive in this one, you can go here and the stops are named. You can call this let's say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, stop 1, 2, 5. Then they first name the level name. If it is you can just hear like Emperor 127, 715 Emperor 127. So the 715 is, let's say, the level. 127 is the stop ID. So 127, let's say 129. Now the sub-level shrinkage. Sub-level shrinkage. This is how it is. Let's say we are on this level. There is a level here. So let's say this is one level. There's a crosscut here. Let's say this one level. There's another level. What they do is that we will be here. We will drill. Let's say you'll be on this level. Then we drill upwards by the use of the jumbo. The jumbo is the machine we use to drill underground. I'll show you a picture of it. We will drill here. We will drill into this level. Then we fire. So if you blast here, materials definitely never be good as it. Come on, see. Then our loader will come here, pick these materials, and then move. Then we come to this level. When we are here, we drill into this. Then we fire. But when we fire, if you are practicing the sub-level shrinkage, you don't draw all the material. For the first level, I'm saying that you fire, you know. We can just pick any waste to fill this hole. If you don't fill it, so let me choose different color. Please follow me very well. I want you to understand this one. You are drilling upwards. You fire. You fire in space. Material now be good. Fans are be do this level. So we fired. It's materials that the red color is the material. So just imagine, just follow me. We drill, we blast, boom. Now materials now be good. When you say materials now he drill. Then we go and pick waste, let's say from surface. we come and fill. Let me use different color for the waste. Normally blue. Yeah, I'll be fill it. The waste about fill it. So you see that the ore is here, but before the ore comes, they are filling waste. Also, now the loader will come here. The loader will come and stand here and then draw into what's our ore chilling down. You see that the materials will be coming down because we draw materials in the materials will be coming down. Whilst it is coming down, it is followed by waste. So you don't pick all the ore. You leave some of the ore inside so that you come to the next level, you drill, then you fire. Fire that. And also so you see this coming, it is coming with the whole ore never has it, all in air back. The ore is coming. But there is another ore kakrebi, even say 100%, you took 70% of the ore and then you left 30% there. So we're in a buno, it is coming. But there's the waste first have topping up. Always this place have to be sealed. And that's a so we fill. Then you draw some, you leave some in. It's then you pick them, you pick those ore. Let's say I get it to this level, and then you realize that there is no ore here. Then let us pick everything here. So we'll draw you fire, and then you pick everything 100%. If you're picking 100%, it means that you have filled this place so that nobody will go there and then fall. Normally, there are safety precautions here that nobody can even go there. They put a bank, a certain thing, a certain metal, but they call it bank. They put it here. In the dump trucks put a nearby. They get here. The moment your tire gets to this, you stop. Then you tip. That is the sub level shrinkage. It is similar to the shrinkage method. The same. It's almost the same thing. It's just that they leave some of the ore inside. But then it is the same as the cut and fill method. For the cut and fill method, instead of we leaving some of the ore inside, we don't leave the ore inside. We remove everything. Then we fill everything with the waste instead of ore. So one difference between the cut and fill method and then the sub-level shrinkage or the shrinkage method, let me say the shrinkage method, is that for the cut and fill method, we backfill the stopes with waste. But then with the shrinkage method, we fill with ore, or we leave some of the ore inside. Even though if you are filling with waste, we leave some of the ore inside. But cut and fill, we take all the ore outside. Now, where you can't use the cut and fill is when if you leave the ore inside for too much time, the ore can spoil. They have a term they use for it. It can oxidize. But if your ore, the location, if oxidization cannot take place in that particular location, then you can use the sub-level shrinkage or the shrinkage method. Most of the times, what they do is that the development, I told you that underground blasting, sometimes they divide it into the production blast and then the development blast. Before they come, you see there is one here. This is the first stope that you develop. There will be another stope here. Yes, you see the stopes will be here. So you go and start from the last one. The production blast will start from the last one. You fire it. Now I'll be going on. Then you come to the next one. The next, we call it rings. So let's say if this is the last stope, if you want to start production blast, and you are coming to this level, you have to make sure that the development guys are creating stopes when we have all these stopes here. So we stand, because these places are stopes, it means that there are spaces here. You stand here, you drill into this one, you fire it. Now, if you materials you stand here and then you pick the materials. Then you come back, you come and stand here, you drill into this, the next ring, boom, you fire it, you take your ore, you come back, you stand here, you drill into the next ring, till you get to the final one. So when you get, by the time you get here, then you create a strong barricade here so that nobody will go inside there. Because whilst you are mining beneath this level, the materials are coming down. The person will die. So you put a very hard barricade here so that nobody can cross it.